Proposition 323. Capturing energy for use later and not letting that energy dissipate over the years it takes to reach its final collection point or the years it sits idle means that we need to invest significant time and resources trying to figure out what material or composite can make the best springs. Springs that can be stretched by energy from the sun and heated while stretching to increase elasticity can then be held steady by a simple mechanical lock and provide the most effective method of storing energy for long periods of time without energy loss. Proposition 324. Using a mechanical battery filled with potential energy instead of a chemical battery or other type would offer us the best method of powering a fleet of drones far away from the source of energy. It also means that not only solar power could charge these spring arrays, but thermal heat could also be used, and so the outer planets and their moons could offer a chance to recharge batteries also. Someday we might also be able to leverage winds moving on planets or moons or liquids flowing on planets or moons as additional energy sources far from our host star. Proposition 325. One of the last functions I would like to see would leverage Tesla's ideas about wireless energy transmission to capture solar energy near the sun with advanced long-lasting solar panels that not only charge up the spring batteries, but could also shoot blasts of plasma or photons at collection points around our planet. Then, when enough energy is captured, it shoots down to special collection points on each continent. There would be man-made directed lightning sent from the upper atmosphere to specific collection points able to convert solar energy into far more power than we can do with terrestrial capture devices. Proposition 326. Different materials can be impacted by different frequencies of light and non-visible EM radiation. Leveraging multiple materials in separate layers can provide ultra-dense methods of turning solar photons into streams of electrons we can more efficiently manage. Using materials that last the longest, even if not generating the highest energy output, introduce the smallest number of maintenance cycles, and the balance between the two will be key. Proposition 327. Properly leveraging just a tiny amount of the energy coming from our sun more efficiently and effectively can help provide us with nearly unlimited energy to feed an energy-hungry planet of energy-hungry biped mutant spawns of stellar puke. Moving away from fossil fuels is key, but charging electronic vehicles away from the primary domicile needs to become the exception. Proposition 328. The arrays of springs, should science figure out how to make the process efficient, would be stretched well ahead of time so a vehicle or truck or boat or plane or portable home appliance just replaces its battery pack, or 8 out of 10 or 90 out of 100 from its array of battery packs. The process to recharge should take as much time as filling up the tank, or less. Charging should be done ahead of needing to replace the battery packs, until, if ever, it becomes efficient to stretch the springs quickly at the time of fill-up. Proposition 329. Whatever we end up with, springs or better chemical batteries, they must be interchangeable. They need to be something that can be pre-charged and swapped out easily. The idea of charging stations is a fad that will hopefully be relegated to secondary uses. Vehicles should be able to charge enough overnight for them to complete their daily travels, and only exceptions should be needed for charging externally. Similar arrays of interchangeable batteries could also be seen powering other portable devices around the home. Daily transit could transition to small mobile modular pods that could connect when going longer distances and break off as needed into individual self-driving aerodynamic EV pods. Proposition 330. Every domicile needs its own backup spring pack or large gravity battery, built to last and running along the entire side or sides of the domicile. Not sure of the logistics or the size or type or physics, but energy capture can happen locally using solar on the roof, wind at the top corners of the roof, and water from the drainage off the roof. But also, every method of exercise can turn human energy into stored potential energy inside the best mechanical battery we can design. All forms of exercise can be used to save energy for emergencies and to help balance out demand across a large grid. Hybrid battery arrays that combine springs, gravity, or chemicals can all work together to meet a wide range of purposes. Proposition 331. The fact we don't capture human exercise energy from every jail, correctional facility, and gym is one change we need to implement over the next decade. Nearly every type of exercise equipment could allow a transfer of human kinetic energy into stored potential energy. This is one area where we don't need to convert energy first to create spring tension, since human energy can be used directly to stretch springs, and I envision that one human in 1 hour could likely surpass a standard-sized solar panel operating for a full week. With the right kind of design changes, using locking gears of different ratios, we can directly turn lots of manual machines directly into manual spring tensioners.